So even if they wanted to trade this starter, which should be the only valuable Pokemon they'd really have, because the rest of the Pokemon are pretty common. I guess Mankey is not really that common, but it's not common throughout the rest of the game, but it's common like in the starting area, so it's like next to the second town. And it's not really that hard to find. It's not a high level, so it's not really too valuable. It's only valuable to people who don't know that Mankeys are over there, because a lot of people take Charmanders, and if you take Charmander, you have to get a Mankey. If you don't get a Mankey when you have a Charmander, I mean, you don't really have to. I think I've done it without a Mankey before. I forget how I did it. Did I already beat this guy? Yeah, I think I did. But it really does help to get a Mankey if you have a Charmander, because Squirtle, Bulbasaur, they're going to be effective against Rock. But Charmander is not effective against Rock. So, but fighting Pokemon such as Mankey are. So it's good to get one. I mean, I got one anyways because fighting Pokemon are pretty good, and Mankey's pretty good, and Primate's good too. I believe it evolves at 22 or 24 into Primate, which is also a pretty good Pokemon to have. And I know eventually, once I reach the cap, whatever that's at, how far the game goes, I'll probably come back here. I'll probably catch a Weedle. I'll probably catch a Rat. I'll probably catch a Caterpie, and I'll level them up at least to level 10 where they evolve into their third form. And then they'll probably just sit in my bank because I'll have them in my Pokedex, which is all I really care about. I might level a Beedrill. I do like Beedrills, but it's just too much effort, really, because Weedle and Kakuna are not very strong. So it's hard to level them, in my honest opinion. So I think I'm going to cut the video here and pick it up when I find a Pikachu, because it's been quite some time, I guess. So yeah, I'll see you then. I just found a Pikachu, and it actually was like a minute or two after I stopped recording, and I went back through, and I did look at the recording I already done. It's fairly laggy, and please forgive me for that. If you actually sat through that, um, quite honestly, it wasn't even that. Like, it looked a lot more laggy in the recording than it did when I was actually playing the game. So it's not actually that laggy. So I don't really know. It was like pretty normal for me. So anyways, I had my Bulbasaur out because my Mankey had gotten poisoned, so I was leveling him a bit. Come across this Pikachu, and hopefully this will not kill it, because it shouldn't. But if it does kill it, I'm gonna kill myself. Alright, so Pikachu's still there. I mean, we're gonna throw a Pokeball at it, and we'll see. As far as what I've seen, Pokeballs don't seem to catch like 100%. It's like you're throwing a Master Ball or something. I've never seen a Pokemon pop out. Maybe that's just a problem with the scripting. Um, it's just a bug or something. It probably hasn't been reported because people are like, yeah, I'm catching the Pokemons, yeah, uh-huh. And in reality, it's just like 100% chance, or like a 90% chance to catch said Pokemons. So it's like, so we now have a Pikachu, and we're going to go to Pokemon Center so we can actually use said Pikachu and level him here. So I was leveling my Bulbasaur because my Mankey had gotten poisoned by a Weedle, so I was leveling Bulbasaur instead, because Mankey won't get damaged while walking around like he would in a normal Pokemon game, and he would get damaged in combat though from the poison. So I got out Bulbasaur, and I was leveling him for a bit, and he actually went up one level since the last time you saw him, and Mankey is now level 7. I don't remember what level he was before. I think it was just level 6 before. I didn't even check to see what level the Pikachu was. It was probably level 3. No, level 5. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. It's less leveling I have to do for him. So we're going to just defeat this Pokemon. And I already know this is going to be part 4. I actually recorded nearly an hour, and my throat was actually pretty sore from talking almost that entire time. And I thought it was probably like 30 minutes, something like that. No, I go through and it was like 53 minutes of recording. So I split that up into 3 full parts, and then like 2 minutes at the end that are going to be combined with this part to make the 4th part. So I'm planning on not recording too much right now, probably about 10 minutes or so. I don't know. I'm bad with time. It's probably been 10 minutes. But I don't care. I'm going to level a bit here. Do a little bit. Hopefully, I keep it to like 10, 12 minutes because it felt like a half an hour. And it was not a half an hour. It was almost an hour. It's 53 minutes of recording. So my throat was a bit sore, and I went and got some water, and I'm good now. Like my water. So anyways, we're going to hit this Pokemon Center up right here. And we got basically all the Pokemon that I intend to get for right now. And we're also going to grab a Zubat when we get into the cave that's up next. We're going to grab a Zubat, and I know people are like, Zubats, I hate Zubats. I love Zubats. Zubats are one of my favorite Pokemon. Just because I was playing Silver. I was playing Silver version back, forever ago. And I got a Zubat, and I leveled him up, leveled him to a Golbat. That's nice. And then out of the blue, he evolved into a Crobat, which I didn't even know existed in the game. And ever since then, I have just absolutely loved Zubats because Crobats are awesome. They really are. So ever since then, I've loved Zubats. I don't care what you say, I love them. So actually, I don't know what I'm doing here, quite honestly. I guess just out of reflexes of what I was just doing, I came back out here, but I don't want to be here. I want to level my Pokemon up in the spot just outside here in those grassy areas because I don't like the bug Pokemon. The only reason I would level out here would be if I had Pokemon that was super effective against bugs that needed to level. So if I was still leveling my Pidgey, I would be in there. But since I'm not leveling my Pidgey or leveling any Pokemon that is super effective against bugs, then I see no real need to be in there, so I'm going to stick out here. I mean, there are some bugs out here, but you're going to get a lot of Pidgeys, you're going to get a lot of Ratas. I don't think the level's really different. I don't think they're any higher out here, really. But you're going to get, like, entirely bugs and the odd Pikachu in there. And out here, you're going to get mostly Pidgeys and Ratas with the odd bug Pokemon, which is the way I like it. I probably shouldn't be leveling my Bulbasaur, should I? Oh, we just got Vine Whip. I wasn't paying attention. Vine Whip will be crucial. Oh, shit. I forgot that he's a flying Pokemon, and therefore Vine Whip, a grass type, is not good against flying. I was so excited to see it there, I just had to use it. It's because I'm 7 levels higher, it did half his health worth of damage. We also got a level Pikachu. Pikachu will be nice when we come across Pidgeys, but if we come across like Ratas, it's going to be a little harder until he's a higher level. Music. It is nice, I tell you. I would record this with music because people love music. Unfortunately, there's obviously copyright issues. I'm listening to music, but I'm not recording Windows sound. I don't believe this game actually has sound. Because I know it's not muted. I'm pretty sure it's not muted. I might have muted it. But as far as I can remember, I didn't mute it. and it's obviously got no sound. Well, you can't hear it though, but there's no sound. I can't hear any sound. So you're not missing much. I mean, I got music playing that I'm not recording Windows 7 sound, so you can't actually hear that because obviously there's copyright issues, and I wouldn't be able to monetize these videos if I had that in there. Advertisements, yes, yes. So might as well just not record that. Keep the copyright issues to themselves, away from me. Don't want copyright issues. And I think it's been long enough. I don't know, but I don't want to do too much time here. I mean, I think we'll do one more Pokemon. We'll do one more Pidgey. If it's not a Pidgey, we'll keep going. It's not a Pidgey. So we'll keep going until we find a Pidgey that we can kill. Keep going until we find a Pidgey. And then we'll probably stop there. It shouldn't take too much time, because I think right now we're at like 12 minutes total, including the 2 minutes from the other recorded part. So I don't really want. I want to be around 15 total. So I am going to add a little bit. So until we find another Pidgey and beat it. There we go. So after this, I'll stop this part. This should be part 4. And I would like to end all of my parts at a Pokemon Center, because I'm going to go to one anyways, and might as well just end it there. So we're going to head over to the Pokemon Center up here, because I don't want to leave my parts like in the middle of nowhere. Well, I don't want to leave like, well, I did leave parts in the middle of nowhere, but when I'm actually going to stop recording and actually sign off instead of just cutting, because what I've been doing is I'm recording large chunks, cutting into smaller parts, and the last one I record will be where I actually, sign off and say, this is done. I'm done here right now. And the other ones are just gonna be the most. I'm gonna go through my videos and just pick the most, the best moment, I guess, to end it. In a spot where I'm not ending it mid-sentence. I want to end it where there's like a little few second gap where I don't say anything. And then if I end it there, then it's not like mid-sentence. So I do find like advantageous spots to end it. So we're going to heal our Pokemon. And this is how I plan to end every single, every few parts will be ended like this. Because I record, a huge chunk and then split those up into parts. And then the final part that I actually record, which is to be part 4, I'll end right here at a Pokemon Center after healing my Pokemon. They are full health, as you can see. We're going to turn around. And this has been Marksman520, bringing you some PokeMMO. Thanks for watching, as always. See ya. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/Marksman520. I will update you on what I'm recording, if I'm editing a video, if I'm uploading it, so you will be up to date on my videos and what's going up. I don't actually really use Twitter much right now. I have no followers. I don't really care. I'm not really big into Twitter, but I just figure if you're really interested in my videos and want to know what's going on, because there were some gaps where I wasn't doing anything, wasn't getting anything up, and I don't really want you to leave anybody in the dark here. So if you want, follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/Marksman520, and I will make sure that when people do start following me, that I will actually start, posting updates on what I'm doing. If I'm recording, I'm not going to do like stupid stuff like, oh, I just took a huge shit, ha ha ha. I'm not doing anything like that. I'm not doing anything about my real life unless people want me to, but I will make sure to say, tell you when I'm uploading a video, when I'm recording one, when I plan to record, what's going on to keep you guys out of the dark. If you want, just follow me. It'll be fine. I won't stalk you. I promise. As always, thank you for watching. See ya.